this video, I'm going to talk about the first example of finding the least common multiple of these trinomials. And in order to do that, we need to multiply every terms that these two trinomials that they don't contain. So let's simplify this first example first, and it is 5m to the 7th power plus 35 times m to the 6th power, or plus 50m to the 5th power. And we can take out the greatest common division, which we're going to be 5m to the 5th power. They all contains 5m to the 5th power in their terms. And 5m to the 7th power divided by 5m to the 5th power will just going to be m squared plus 35m to the 6th power divided by 5m to the 5th power will just going to be 7m plus 50m to the 5th power divided by 5m to the 5th power will just going to be equal to 10. And since we know that this term right over here, it is quadratic equation after we said the biggest exponent is 2, we can make it into binomials. So let me do it. So 5 times m to the 5th power times m, let's see, so m times m, and the thing that we multiply should be 10, and if we add together it should be 7. Think there will be positive 5 and then positive 2. And the reason why I simplify into binomial in this way is because I want to know the terms, all the terms that this trinomial contains. Let's simplify this second example, second term right over here. And it will going to be the biggest, the greatest common division. It is equal to negative 20m to the 3rd power times, we need to remember that if we multiply this using this rate property, we are going to get the original term. Negative 20m to the 3rd power, and this one divided by this one will just going to be m squared. Negative 80m to the 4th power divided by negative 20m to the 3rd power will just going to be equal to, let's see, so this will just going to be equal to plus 4m, and then positive 100m to the 3rd power divided by negative 20m to the 3rd power will just going to be equal to, not positive, it will just going to be negative 5. We can also simplify this. It will going to be equal to, I'll write it down. So, and let's see, so negative 20, I'll write it in pink color not to be confused with it. 20m to the 3rd power and multiply. We can make it into binomial because we also knew that this was the quadratic equation. So you're going to do pos and m, and if you multiply two numbers, it should be negative 5, and if you add together, you are going to be positive 4m. That means one number should be negative and one number should be positive. If you multiply together, it will give us negative. But since we know that the second number is positive, we know that the positive number should be bigger than negative number. So I think it will going to be positive 5, negative 1. Right? That's right. So let's see. If you look at these two expressions, it contains m plus 5 and m plus 5. So we don't have to multiply m plus 5. And I think they both include, so they don't include m plus 2 and then m minus 1, so let's write it. So we just have to write m plus 5 multiply by m minus 1 multiply by m plus 2 right over here. We just multiply these things. And these are a little bit interesting. Negative 20m to the 3rd power and the 5m to the 5th power. What we're going to rewrite? Well, they both contains m to the 3rd power, but they don't really contains m to the 5th power, which is in the 5 times m to the 5th power. So we need to write m to the 5th power so that they both be common. And for 5 and negative 20, they need to be negative 20. Because 5 is the negative 20 is the multiple of 5, so we can just write the bigger number, which is negative 20. And this was our answer for this expression right over here. We just found the common multiple of it. And this was the first example of it. And in the next video, we're going to talk about the second example of finding the least common multiple of these two trinomials.